heading out for the Everest experience. I don't know what I'm doing. It's the 5K for the Springtime Challenge. It's dark. It's 8 o'clock. I'm heading to the buses. I'm wearing fur and it is effing hot. Transportation to Disney races is quickly becoming the most stressful part of the Run Disney experience. I made a point this evening to be in line well before the suggested time of 8 p.m. As the line of runners grew longer in front of our resort, we wondered if ours was the only resort not to receive bus transportation yet. A quick peek at Facebook alerted us that many resorts have not even seen one bus yet. Trying to be as kind as possible to the young lady put in charge of calming us down, we finally saw our first bus well after 9 p.m. As the bus entered the freeway, our level of panic begins to rise as the traffic is at a standstill. Approaching the park, I couldn't believe my eyes. There was 3 or 4 lines of traffic merging into the parking area. Thankfully, the buses had their own entrance. But I have never seen this many cars go into a race before. Once we arrived, the long walk to the start line began. Through the parking lot, through security, and then on a very narrow walkway. Once I arrived at the Runners Village, we had 20 minutes before the start of the race, and I soon realized I would have to skip any photo ops or dance party in order to start with my group. Holy Hannah! I did not think we were going to get here on time. We've got about 20 minutes until the start.
Because your safety is what we're most
Stressor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your expedition starts in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we made it into Animal Kingdom. We did a lot of parking lot for the first half a mile, almost a full mile, just on the outside and during the parking lot. And now we're heading in. Yay! Mile 1. It's hot when you're wearing a Yeti wig. Thanks. Oh, who's that? Divine. That's cool. You look divine. I got it.
Oh, sorry.
I got that she's divine. It is so pretty here at night that I don't want to run through the whole thing. They did say they were cutting the course short, so I want to enjoy as much of it as I can because I don't know. They didn't say how much of the course they were going to cut. So I want to enjoy it. I want to see everything. Oh, it's gorgeous tree of life. It is just a totally different park at night. In fact, all the parks are just spectacular during the day, but totally different in another spectacular way at night. And this is no exception. Heading into Pandora. I'm very excited to see this at night. this is light enough now that you can actually see me. We are about 1.5 miles in. I hear there's a water station up here. That will be greatly appreciated. And there is Timon. I'm not waiting in line. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, water, yes. That was refreshing. It was warm, but that's okay. It is very hot wearing this and this whole get-up of mine. Oh, jeez, there's a rock there. We are getting nearly there to the mile 2 mark. So there we are, mile 2 of our 5K Everest expedition. I'm going to be super curious now because they said they were shortening the course. We just hit mile 2, just how short it's going to be. Are they taking a half a mile off? Obviously not a mile, but we're going to find out. Expedition Everest right there. Too bad it's closed. That's unfortunate.
Sure. You might have to hold it for a second because it's on night mode.
That's unfortunate that that's closed. That would have been super cool if we would have been able to go on and yetify. Is that a word? It is today. Sure, if you can see that in the background. Now we've hit Dinoland.
Okay. There's a light.
I like it because it's bright and you can see me. Oh, there's Miss Daisy.
Running to the right.
Okay, so it says mile 3, but no, it's not. It's mile 2.45. So they've shaved off a little over half a mile. Oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But the weather seems nice. There's no rain. There's no lightning. But the course is shorter. So there's our medal that's still in the packaging. So I will move a little bit further and then I'll open that up so you can take a look at it. Ready for it? Ooh. Is that cool? Look at that medal. Closes up. There's our medal. She's so beautiful. Post up. They still had it in the package because we had received an email several days ago that they weren't even expecting the shipment of medals to come in because of delays of the times we're living in. But hurrah, hurrah, they did arrive in time. Aren't they gorgeous? My thoughts on this race, I'm not a fan. There just wasn't the excitement and the hype that you get from the morning races. Maybe that's because I've been at the parks all day, or I was at downtown Disney all day, and I just was maybe more, I don't know. There just wasn't the excitement and the energy that you feel at those morning races. So this was kind of a letdown for me. They also shortened the course because they wanted to keep us safe, but there was no thunder, there was no lightning. Rain, it stopped raining. It was sprinkling earlier, so just not a fan. I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Oh wait, there is no race tomorrow. We'll see how Saturday goes. So I will see you at the 10K.